Let them go to hell if they will say that Rashid has 4 eyes. Will you tell me that you have 4 eyes? They are saying so.
And it's not
I'm going to jail after 3 days. Shame on this question and shame on them. Who is Omar Abdullah?
No.
Traitor, son of a traitor. His father, his grandfather, they destroyed Kashmir. Who is Mapa Mufti? Who launched PDP here? So BJP here. I don't want to respond to this question. It is Engineer Rashid, it's not PDP. They are the people, I'm again and again telling you the same thing, that they don't come out of their comfort zones. Had they the courage and the guts and the commitment and the sincerity, then Modi would have never dared to abrogate Article 370. Am I a street vendor? I am running a political party. There's a procedure. Has anybody approached me?
Hello and welcome to Frontline Conversations. This is Irfan, Amin, Malik. Jammu and Kashmir finally witnessed much awaited assembly elections after a gap of 10 years. These elections were also significant considering how Jammu and Kashmir lost Article 370 and statehood on August 5, 2019. During these assembly elections, dozens of political leaders associated with various political outfits contested elections. However, the entry of jailed politician Engineer Rashid, who was in Tihar jail for the past 5 years, according to political analysts, have created a new kind of, have changed the political equations in the valley. Joining me for this interview is Engineer Rashid himself.
Thank you.
Engineer Rashid, thank you so much for joining Frontline Conversations. Engineer Rashid, let us begin this interview by asking you that last month when you were released from Delhi's Tihar jail after a gap of 5 years, next day when you reached Srinagar, what difference did you see during these 5 years? How Jammu and Kashmir has changed?
People were scared, they were afraid of talking. That's why they raised the slogan Abdullah saying Ladar Aya Engineer. So there was political vacuum. The political parties had been lying to them, exploiting their sentiments for votes, and people were confused.
Also, I would like to know that you have been campaigning for your candidates during these assembly elections. But do you really think that the change which you are talking about, this change will take place in a union territory, when it is a union territory, when the Lieutenant Governor is having the real authority? And it is also when the Ministry of Home Affairs, there was an amendment from a Ministry of Home Affairs for transaction of business rules, wherein Lieutenant Governor, his powers have been further expanded. Do you really think that this assembly is going to be a powerless assembly? What kind of change will take place?
Assembly may do nothing, but the point is, if you get credible voices who are sincere and who can fight politically, that should be the focus of the new MLAs who will win. So what is the leader of the political leadership, be it MP, MLA or whosoever, who are sincere voices, they need to come out and speak against what LGR, what central government is doing. They need to launch political movements. So that's what I was expecting, that people will vote for us so that we can get a voice and we can take the battle from Srinagar to Delhi.
Also, elections this time were conducted smoothly. We did not see poll boycotts. We did not see any kind of violence. Political leaders were able to reach out to those areas which were previously militant hotbeds. Who would you give credit to for all this?
First, let me tell you that Kashmiris are not fond of violence. They don't do violence because it is their hobby. Whatsoever had happened, it had certain reasoning in the past. And whatsoever is there today, it too has the reasoning. And when you talk about that, there was no misuse of state machinery, I disagree with you. My candidate from Baramulla, Sheikh Abdul, I had to campaign for him. We had all the permission, but on the last day, our permission was cancelled without any reason. And police in North Kashmir didn't play well, didn't allow everybody to better level field. So agencies are always there. BJP and its proxies using their people to suppress the legitimate voices.
But BJP leaders have been saying that they have created this kind of a situation wherein the other regional political leaders are able to go to people.
There is complete silence of graveyard. People have been suppressed. What they are telling. And they should form the government on their own. Nothing like that is the situation. If you have snatched every spoon of Kashmiris, how can they be happy? Now, if you silence people at the barrel of gun, that's a separate thing.
Many leaders from opposition parties, including the National Conference and PDP, have alleged that the Engineer Rashid is close to BJP and it's a proxy Awami Ittehad.
I don't give a damn to them, and I also request you not to ask such questions. I have been dying in jail and you still ask me this question.
No, because
at least have some mercy on me. You should know I understand that as a journalist you are free to ask anything, but does it suit this question?
This is not my question.
Let them go to hell. If they will say that he has 4 eyes, will you tell me that you have 4 eyes? They are saying so.
And it's not
I'm going to jail after 3 days. Shame on this question and shame on them.
And it's not just these opposition leaders. While I was covering elections, there was a sentiment among the people that
people will decide.
They hesitate.
They know. People will decide what to do. It is absolutely rubbish asking such a question. A man who is going to jail after 3 or 4 days, you are asking him still that you are their agent, and those who are celebrating in their cozy drawing rooms, for you they are heroes, and for them they are heroes. Let people vote for them or vote for me. I have no issue, but my conscience is clear. I am answerable to my conscience, to my people, to my commitment.
This question was also posed to them, but they are saying that the timing of the release
let them
was.
Go to hell. I don't want to respond to them. Who is Omar Abdullah?
No.
Traitor, son of a traitor. His father, his grandfather, they destroyed Kashmir. Who is Mapa Mufti? Who launched PDP here? So BJP here. I don't want to respond to.
No, how would you answer to the timing which many are saying?
The timing. So are you the judge? Are they the judge? Kejriwal was given the bail only on the reason that he had contested elections. I had specified the reason that I am going to contest elections, and I will give the entry bail. So entry bail is given only when you have to do something special. So court agreed the same way when it gave bail to Kejriwal. So what is special in it? It should not be the question.
Okay. If there is a common goal to keep BJP at bay and to fight,
with whom the common goal?
No. The goal is like PDP is also saying that we are going to fight.
They launched it already. They have already launched BJP here. So what is the common goal? They have got Kashmir is destroyed already. It is
if you are also saying that what was snatched on August 5, 2019, you are also fighting for it. National Conference also say the same thing. Then if you go to PDP, they also say the same thing. There is an India.
Let me put a counter question to you as a journalist. During 5.5 years, did they ever took any concrete step for Rashid about 370? Show me one step. Any public strike, any protest, anything else. They were sitting in their drawing rooms enjoying things. Today they are talking only because they have to get power. Nothing beyond that. It was only Engineer Rashid who has been victimized only because I am speaking sincerely. I am in Tihar jail. Their words have no carriers. They have the money power, muscle power. That's why they are getting votes. Nothing beyond that. People who, the meaningful voices, they know who stands for what.
So India Alliance, there was no point of joining India Alliance.
What India Alliance? Will Rahul Gandhi give back Article 370? You go and ask if Rahul says so, I will vote him.
Many political parties are contesting these elections, and suppose if your party managed to win 5 to 10 seats, who would you go with?
For me, neither it's a question how many seats I win, nor it's a question with whom I will go. I will go with my conscience, and main thing is that for me, government formation is absolutely not an issue. I have told it right from the day when I got out from the jail. For me, the issue is to use this mandate of the people, which they will give me, be it number of seats, number of the percentage of votes here. I will utilize it to make New Delhi and other stakeholders to realize that for God's sake, allow Kashmiris to live with dignity and honor.
Given that your party includes new and old political faces and they contested these elections, suppose if your bail order gets revoked and tomorrow, do you think that if the bail order gets revoked, you will go to jail? I mean, the party would struggle to run its affairs.
No, why would it struggle? We are an ideological party. We are not like others only after power and perks and privileges. I am sure the party will emerge more stronger if I go to jail, because then people will come to know that who was BJP's agent.
A lot of people also argue, including your critics. They say that suppose if Engineer Rashid tomorrow wins 10 seats, and ultimately the centre or BJP might create a pressure cooker situation, and they might be forced to align with BJP. Or they have given an example of PDP that 18 of its leaders after 2019 were resigned.
First thing is that it is Engineer Rashid, it is not PDP. They are the people. I am again and again telling you the same thing, that they don't come out of their comfort zones. Had they the courage and the guts and the commitment and the sincerity, then Modi would have never dared to abrogate Article 370. They don't mean what they say. If they will mean it, then they would have been in jail, and just 6 years in jail. If Omar and Baba would have been there, Modi would never have dared to abrogate Article 370. They are already in
hand and
glove with them. And when you talk about pressure cooker, that's already with me. My election symbol has been pressure cooker. So Modi can do nothing, or BJP. And I know my people.
So you are confident that your leaders are going to stay?
What are you telling? Why not? Why not? If people stood me despite when I was in jail and I got elected from Baramulla Parliamentary constituency, even this question is insult to the voters and my party.
Okay, talking about the dynastic politics, you have been saying all over your career that you are against National Conference, PDP. There's a dynastic politics. Now, my question is that now when you are in jail, your brother is contesting from Langate constituency, and you are actively campaigning for him, and then your son has been actively part of your the election process.
First thing is, let anybody show even just my one statement. I didn't respond to these questions during my campaign. Because I had no time. Let anybody show one statement when I have abused dynasty politics. Yes, I have said that Sheikh dynasty and Mufti dynasty have destroyed Kashmir. That is in a separate context. I mean that when they ruled state, had they run it in a better way, we would appreciate it.
So dynastic politics is fine.
Allow me. So coming to leaving that point there, if politics is good, then why should not people from dynasty join politics? If politics is worship, why should not anybody join politics? And main thing, when my brother joined politics, I was in jail. I had no idea. It's people who decided to pray him in the race. I had nothing to do with that. Having said that, is there anyone better than him among the candidates? Tell me, for God's sake. And let people decide. He is a man who was traveling from Langate to Tihar jail after every 3 months. He is a man who struggled so hard for me. Nobody even gave a damn to me, be it any Omar, Abdullah, Farooqullah, and then you talk about my son. What wrong he did? He is not in politics. If he is campaigning like others campaign for AIP candidates, what's wrong with it? He is not directly in politics. If had he not been campaigning for the AIP candidates, then the allegation would have been that he campaigned for the father, but not for the AIP candidates. So he is not in politics. He is back to school, back to studies, and I am sure he has a lot of things to do other than politics.
Your party and AIP, it had a pre-poll alliance with Jamaat Islami, especially in southern Kashmir. Are we seeing a new political front in the valley?
I am sure with the passage of time things will evolve. Let us hope so. It will be an alliance based on principles. Let us wait till 8th.
When you won Baramulla Lok Sabha constituency, you won that seat. A lot of people show sympathy wave towards you that Engineer Rashid is in jail. I spoke to a lot of voters, and they also say that they are actually voting for the first time only because they want to see Engineer Rashid out of jail. Now, at a time when it has become a trend when we have recently seen during assembly elections, many leaders, many candidates, who are in jail, their families are actually campaigning for them in order to secure their release. Do you see that this trend is going to help these candidates?
It is a weapon in your hand. If you use it, at least you can convey the message at the larger scale. That's all. Then let people decide.
In your recent speech in Tral, you stated that you are the voice of prisoners.
Yes.
But then we saw that the jailed senior preacher, the clerk, we call him Surgeon Barakati.
I have answered this question one time.
Let me ask this.
Yes.
We have
to ask.
In one of your recent speeches in Tral, I also heard that you said that you are the voice of prisoners. We saw that jailed clerk Surgeon Barakati's daughter Sugura Barakati. She approached you. She wanted her father to contest from Langate constituency. Why did you deny her request?
First, correct your information.
No, she said it. She said it all over that.
Tell me one thing. I was here.
She said it publicly that.
Tell me, are these things being discussed in public on the roads? She should have come and met me here. She should have sent some envoy. In fact, I sent her my people that I want to support you, and I am naming you the person, Maulvi Muhammad Ashraf from Pulwama. She didn't respond. I don't know in whose hand she was playing. I am sorry to say. And tell me what is Barakati's mission. I didn't react to this question when I was in the race, when I was in the election campaign. Did they ever told anyone that what does Barakati want? He is the man who was saying Azadi, Azadi, Azadi. That's good. I have nothing. Neither I just tell him if he becomes MLA, will he go in the assembly with the same slogans? Show me his roadmap. Show me his roadmap. You just show me roadmap on which Sarjan Barakati was contesting elections. Is there any manifesto? Could you show me it?
But
the issue is that Engineer Rashid Barakati Sahib is in jail. Issue is what will happen to Kashmir, because where people have lost lives, being in jail is a pretty small thing. Be it Engineer Rashid, be it Sarjan Barakati.
But Jamaat Islam.
Get it, please. A very valid question. The issue is what will people of Kashmir get out of these elections, and if he didn't have a roadmap. If he didn't approach me, she had, and for God's sake, what sort of questions you are asking me? First, he filed nomination from Zainpura. They were rejected. So was done with my candidate also. His papers were rejected in Zainpura. Mufti Fayaz, he would have certainly been a victorious candidate. Then Barkati Saab contested from Ganderbal. Then from Badgaum, 2 seats. One candidate can at a maximum contest from 2 seats. After 5 days, when his every nomination paper was found correct, how could she have contested again? Tell me for God's sake. What are you talking? As a journalist, you should know what are you asking. Sorry.
No, it's the choice of any
no,
candidate.
But they, sir, please, for God's sake. Already the nomination papers were found correct at 2 places. How could they have contested from 3rd place?
Maybe there could have been some errors, as it was mentioned.
What are you telling? The date was already over. What are you telling? How could it be errors? And then,
so how do you see this?
Sorry?
How do you see
a
this?
Conspiracy against Engineer Rashid. And who were the people with her? 3-4 people. I have respect for that family. And remember, I have been to that family in 2017. He was arrested. I visited here. I was the only man. Today I don't need certificate from anyone. And neither Engineer Rashid nor Sajjan Barkati are the only people who are in jail. I already had been in election race. My agenda was already known to people. I have not deviated. So what was his agenda? Who were people with him? Apni party supported him. You know it.
But
you know it. I will finish. Then when his daughter came to our house, she entered our kitchen. There was my Mrs. of my brother. She was the only creature present here. And she gave her a forum. A so-called journalist was waiting outside. It was all arranged by unknown hands. Then she said that ask Engineer Saab to take my forum. Is this the way? Sir, at least have some pity on me. A lady goes to my house, 200 kilometers away from her native place. Already she is contesting from 2 places. Then she enters my kitchen, gets a camera, and then says that let them support me. Am I a street vendor? I am running a political party. There's a procedure. Has anybody approached me? And I wonder more than her on journalists who want sensational news and who want to fool people. I want to ask you a question. Have you asked her? Did she met me? Did she met any of my party leaders? Even let her name single name from my party whom she met. She just wanted to create a whole bala and nothing more. Why she wanted to create, people will come to know.
And Jamaat Islami had the same thing. You had an alliance with them. As you were pointing out that changing the ideology, they also had been endorsing poll boycott calls and now contesting elections. So it is the pre-poll alliance you are having with Jamaat Islami. If you are saying that, Sugura Barakati, his father, they don't have any manifesto or a clear agenda. Jamaat Islami is also, they are back, the independent candidates.
Very valid question. You have answered even previous question by asking this question. When Jamaat candidates filed as independent candidates, a statement came from Jamaat, you might have read it, that we want to support Engineer Rashid on the constituencies where we don't contest. If he desires so, I responded positively. I met them, I met their leaders, and we agreed on 3 points. Number 1, and in fact, we had issued a statement also. I don't know if you had read it or not. 3 points, there was a consensus. So this is why I am answering you that what was Jamaat's agenda. Number 1 was that no to violence, all sorts of violence, state and non-state actors should stop violence. Second was that a dignified resolution of Kashmir needs a political struggle, peaceful political struggle. Third was until that stage is, let us give people good representatives. These were the 3 things which we agreed to. And what else I can say? I feel for people.
Okay, as you managed to won recent elections, the Lok Sabha elections we've been talking about, are you confident that your candidate this time will achieve similar success?
See, there were many factors. First, I couldn't get bail at proper time. There were the nomination papers, security, everything for the first 2 phases was over. There were just 3 days left for the last phase, another 2 days left when I reached there. It was a difficult thing to select the candidates. Then I couldn't get proper time, but still I am sure that AIP would emerge as a very strong force, as a very credible force, and we will be as strong as PDP and NC, I am sure for that. At least the vote share AIP will get, I am sure we'll get good number of seats also. But let you also not forget that we are considering 33 seats. Just wait for the day and see how many votes AIP gets.
Suppose if your bail is not extended, what will be the roadmap and who will run the party affairs?
The political party. Our AIP.
And what will be the roadmap?
Kamal hai. What sort of question is this? The roadmap is what roadmap?
No,
You go and ask Farooq Land Mahbubti what is their roadmap. I am in jail. Automatically I am the roadmap. And listen to me, I am fighting for my political ideology. That's why I am going to jail. And you are still asking me the roadmap. The one who is fighting for the rights of people. What's the roadmap? Roadmap is, if I will surrender to Modi ji, then there are no issues.
No, because why, this question I'm asking that when you became a Lok Sabha MP from Baramulla, a lot of your opposition leaders said that the Baramulla will face problems with regards to development. Engineer Rashid is in jail. So, which is why I'm asking that what will be the roadmap.
Sir, they are contradicting themselves. First they say that I am having close ties with BJP. If I am a BJP man, then why should BJP put me in jail? Why should they not allow me to go and work on the ground? So, it is there. I don't want to lower down my stature nor disrespect my sacrifices. Hand-folded request to them is that for God's sake, if they can't stand with me, let them not spit in the air.
Engineer Rashid, thank you so much for joining us for Frontline.